Hello again. It's your bad luck. You've got me again. Snug Dog here from Mr. Bill's Wine Cellar. We have a different journey to take tonight, don't we? Oh, hoo. Yes, we do. 4 wines today. They're all Sauvignon Blancs. Why are they Sauvignon Blancs? We could start with this question, but we've got bigger fish to fry, don't we? Sauvignon Blanc happened to be the favorite grape varietal, one Ernest Hemingway. So I am told, and I desperately hope that is true. Sauvignon Blanc is a wildness of notions, a thicket of contradictions, and we are going to get into it, not just because we love Sauvignon Blanc, and we should, right? It's Hemingway's favorite varietal, and if the man did one thing in his life, it's drink. If he did another, it was right. But mostly a drinker, was he? I think. He would probably stand by that, wouldn't he? But we're here not because we just care about Sauvignon Blanc, because it also helps when we remember, because our brains always forget, when we remember that when we do these tastings of something that's pretty much the same top to bottom, we find all the little differences between them, right? Like, if you give me a Coke and a Pepsi side by side, they're the most different things on earth. This is what we're doing. We're putting everything side by side under the microscope. We're gonna take our gut reactions and we're gonna just get to the bottom of Sauvignon Blanc. Let's start off the beaten path, right? Sauvignon Blanc from the north of Italy, Prodigo. Prodigo. You said Prodigo? I'm gonna say Prodigo. Nah, I'm gonna say Prodigo. I'm from here. Oh, soft, haunting, beautiful peaches. That wants all the herbs. All the herbs, right? Like we think about Sauvignon Blanc that wants the green stuff, but that doesn't do it because it's full of vicious, austere acidity. That does it because it's so summer fresh. It wants what? Shredded mint, shredded basil. Like, what are you gonna throw the herbs on? Right? Like, or grilled peaches. Why not? Right? Like peaches and peaches. Might not work out as well in real life. Glorious. That's unexpected, and that is a treasure. It's a damn prodigy. Because we've talked already today about how Coke and Pepsi make each other seem like the most opposite things that could ever exist. Let's start by putting 2 warmish climate Sauvignon Blancs up against each other. And become almost opposite, almost like they're different grapes entirely. Michael Plazan's Napa Sauvignon Blanc. Let's see that label, huh? Oh, could not be more different. It smells like juicy lemons, almost like candy lemons, like a lemon curd even. Just bigger, sweeter, more tangible on the nose. Tangible on the nose? What a silly thought, but yes, it smells like a different texture, right? Maybe wine gives us all this synesthesia. All lemon all day, I'm having it, yeah. It's not a lot of that like real like green grassy. It's like I don't know. It's like dry grass, like hay. It's an odd little wine. I reckon. What do we want with that? What does it want? What does this want? I think chips and salsa verde, like good. Come on, like good corn tortilla chips with a lot of salt. Some fresh, bright, but lightish salsa. Yeah, that's happy, right? Or, I mean, what if we did like chocolate con queso, right? You got something like creamy and rich, and then you got the sweetness of corn, kind of play off the sweetness of corn and the almost perceived sweetness of this. This is what we do when we get all these contradictions together. You have a wine that's mostly about acid, right? It's supposed to be vicious, bright, acidic, but it's almost got like a lemon-rich sweetness to it. Does it almost make us think of limoncello in the way it holds a kind of sweetness or a hint of sweetness, or what should be sweetness, but it drinks like almost something different? Yeah, candy lemon. I'm having that. Not vicious, bitter, shake the earth lemon. Lemon of sweetness. Everyone is gonna say you either love or hate New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, but I think that's absolute, pure, unadulterated bullshit. You don't always have a need for it. I accept this. But if you like Sauvignon Blanc but not from New Zealand, I'm immediately suspicious of you. I'm gonna be wary pouring you my nice Sauvignon Blanc, to be honest. We think about, yeah, sure. We should also be very careful about the people who say they only drink New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, but you smell this, how juicy and ripe and bright and full of life it is, and you tell me there's no time you'll drink this? Oh, I don't know. I urge you to reconsider. It's never too late, right? Steppenwolf says it's never too late to start all over again. I assume they're talking about your thoughts on New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. If you hate it too much or like it too much. Maybe that was Cat in the Hat. Sauvignon Blanc is always about acid though, right? And the thing about the New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, it dials back the acid and really it dials back the acid in favor of big, juicy, bright, fresh, tropical flavors. It's like all the richness of those flavors comes together to just make something that's cornucopia of delight, right? Let's talk about Sancerre a minute. Let's talk about the Loire Valley. Let's talk about the fact that we always think Sauvignon Blanc from France, we think Bordeaux for some reason. This is Sauvignon Blanc that is withholding. Yeah. Like, play those cards close to your chest. Walk into the room all mysterious, right? Like, mysterious but serious. Vicious, vicious, beautiful acidity. Ah, man. Yeah. It holds back, but it looks us in the eye at the same time. And that combination, like, that's damn sexy, right? That's what James Bond built a life on. Why did Hemingway love Sauvignon Blanc? Allegedly. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Like, you and I, we know he did. He loved that. He loved vicious, beautiful Macon wine. He loved the Sauvignon Blanc. Because he loved the sea, right? That's what they say. But, like, what do we think about? What does the best seafood do for us, right? Like, you think, like, how that butter fat scallop hits the plancha, right? And it sizzles it a minute. Flip it, sizzle it a minute. It's brown butter. It's a little splash of lemon. We're done. Big fat flakes of salt. Yeah, this is the wine that says, I know all about that. Or go the other way. Big French tater salad. All the oil, all the vinegar, maybe lemon, all the dill, right? And you get fresh asparagus chopped up in there. And it's big, fat, starchy, but it's bright. It's brimming with all these green smells. Like the freshest, meanest, most vicious old cold water oysters you can get your hands on, right? They say summertime, you got steak on the grill, you got Riesling all day, but what about, like, I don't know, what are the things we want from steak when it's this hot? We want maybe a sense of that greenness in the air. You want, like, maybe chimichurri, right? Like, nice piece of flank steak, got good marinade, got all those herbs in there, right? Sauvignon Blanc and steak. You could do worse, right? It's fresh, vicious, cut through some of that fat and salt. And this time of year, you don't want to put a little squeeze of lemon on your steak? I don't know. Yeah, I know it does. But I do. This is a wine that looks at you for a moment in the bar when you've just spilled your drink on its shoes and it thinks, I could end you. But tonight, I've got bigger fish to fry. It's an attitude, right? Fuck, this is gorgeous though. Grill up a sea bass. I don't know. Use your imagination. What do we want a squeeze of lemon over? That's what this wants. It's bright, it's acid, but it's not, it never overplays its hand. Righteous, vengeful, beautiful wine. The purpose of Sauvignon Blanc, indeed the very question of Sauvignon Blanc, is a question of acid, right? You think, is it more tropical fruit or is it austere, kind of little bit of lemon, but mostly like rocks after rain, right? We get the bookends. You have everything in between. You have bright, almost candy lemons, right? Michael Pozan, I think lemon curd, right? That you put in a beautiful tart that's in the context of dessert. Yeah, it's bright, it's sharp, but it's also got a little bit of sweetness. Not sweetness, right? There's no residual sugar to it. It doesn't drink like a sweet wine. It's not a dessert wine, but it makes you think like when you go to get a dessert, you either have chocolate ice cream or you have bright, fresh lemon tart. Lemon tart, right? Has a brightness, has a richness and a sweetness, and they never make sense together until you're eating it, right? We think this prodigal Sauvignon Blanc, my God, we think the delicate aromas, right? Of just peaches in the market on their first week of summer, right? You think of that smell, you walk in, you recognize it instantly. Gorgeous, so soft and delicate on the palate. We think of, yeah, all the old cliches about New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, but like, honestly, like, you don't want to drink a drink that tastes like grapefruit, like passion fruit. Maybe you don't like these flavors. But probably you don't like white wine if you don't like these flavors. Question mark. Finally, we think about like, what does the old guard have to give us? Why is this such a ballyhooed old wine? And it's because it's full of elegance, restraint, but so much power. It's as big as a Chardonnay, but vicious, bright. All these wines of Sauvignon Blanc, they're from very different places. They drink like almost opposite wines. And so the idea that anyone's gonna sit here and say Sauvignon Blanc and we're not gonna think it's a red flag, tell you what, you got some work to do to prove that to me. The time has come for us to say goodbye. You see the light growing long through the eye of the outside. I have been Snug, much to your dismay. I trust. However, the people at Mr. Bill's are quite different than me. They have good heads on their shoulders. They will find you either the right Sauvignon Blanc or the right opposite of Sauvignon Blanc. If you're such a person who says to yourself, even after the time we've shared together, the glasses we've had together, that you'll never walk into a wine store and drink Sauvignon Blanc. I still respect and love you as a human. I will be sad if you come to my porch to drink wine. But at Bill's, we'll find the right one for you. That's our job. Call us up. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you hate. Tell us what you feel mediocre about. I don't know that that'll help either of us, but let's find the right wine for you because this is about love of the game, the chase. Salud.